So hello, everybody who is joining now. You can see that there are quite a few. Um, Obviously, this talk is going to be recorded, so if you don't want to appear on the recording, just put your camera off, and you can have your microphone on or not. But if it's lots of people with microphones on, it might be a little bit tricky. But so hello, everybody. I don't know where are you all coming from, and I should be able to see a chat, I think. So let me know if you can see this on chat. And if you can see that, just give me the thumbs up. Perfect. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, we're just going to give like a couple more minutes to people to join because it's 2 minutes. Perfect. And also, if you some of the exercises that we are going to do, because it's going to be quite a few people, we are not going to be able to talk to everybody, which is a shame. But if you can, oh, hello from London. Hello. But if you want to put things in the chat, I will be able to see the chat. I think it will appear at some point. But yes, and some of the exercises you are going to be able to write on the chat so we can see how you're getting on. Okay, so just a couple more minutes, 2 minutes, and we're off. And if you can put on the chat, why are you here? Why are you interested in ancient Greek? I thought I was going to be just me and maybe two more, but it seems there are quite a few people. So if you can write on the chat, let me know why you are doing this taster. Why are you interested in this ancient language? Excellent. And I won't be able to see everybody, I'm afraid, but for the people who I can see, hello, Kirsty and Eileen. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello from Washington, D.C. Oh my God. Oh, hello. Online sign language interpreter or something. Oh, brilliant. Yes. Theology and philosophy at university. Oh, brilliant. Yes. And ancient languages like Greek and Latin are amazing. I teach Latin to people, so my friend is doing Latin. Yes. It's a great thing. And I have lots of resources for children, so for ancient Greek. So if you're interested, then at the end of the talk, there is going to be an email and a website. The website has not been updated, but an email. So if you want to email me, I can direct you to some of those resources that are free online. I don't know anything about ancient Greek. Yes, exactly. This is modern Greek, and I only know ancient Greek. Yes. Yes, there is a big difference. There is a big difference between ancient Greek and modern Greek, not because of the alphabet, because the alphabet stay the same. So the writing is the same, but the pronunciation is very different, and the meaning. So the language changed over the years. So we are going to be talking here about 500 BC, ancient Greek. Finnish teacher here in Bristol. Hello. But yes, and so for instance, the pronunciation has changed a lot. And in modern Greek, you have lots of E sounds, like Athene instead of Athena, like it was in ancient Greek. And the meanings of words have changed, like changed in every single language. So we are talking about 2,500 years ago. So lots of things have changed. Hello from Scotland. Oh, yes. Well, I did Greek because I studied at university and I wanted to do Egyptian. I wanted to learn how to read hieroglyphics. I was fascinated by Egypt. And in my university, there wasn't Egyptian, so I couldn't go to the university that had that. And the closest thing to a weird language that I had was Greek, ancient Greek. So I started learning Greek in there, and then I learned Latin as well. But yes, so I think we are okay by time. Yes, so I think there's enough people in here. So hello, everybody. We are going to be doing a very quick hello from Brussels. Oh, yeah, not London. Teacher of Russian and French. Oh, brilliant. Excellent. So hello, everybody. I'm going to move the chat away so I can see what I'm doing. Welcome to the language show, and this is going to be an ancient Greek taster. Very simple, very basic, because I don't know what everybody's level is. So we are going to go from basics and trying to understand why it's important or to learn an ancient language and whether it's worth doing it or not. If you have your microphone on and you can hear noise, just put it off and then we can turn on the microphone if you want to say something. So this is going to be quite rushed because we have just half an hour, but I wanted to show you some of the beautiful things that we have with ancient Greek. And the first thing that we have is this, which is normally what happens when I start teaching ancient Greek. Everybody sees this and they go, oh my God, what is that? Are you joking? Are you going to read this? What is that? I mean, it's just impossible. And the thing is that, as you can see on this inscription, everything in, especially in the period that we are going to be looking at, was written in capital letters, because inscriptions in ancient languages were all in capital. So actually, lowercase letters are a medieval invention that were invented by scribes to help them write quicker and copy manuscripts quicker. So this was a practice that started in the Middle Ages. But what you have there is an inscription in ancient Greek, and as you can see, there is no punctuation. There are no divisions between words, and this is what you had in like laws in a temple, for instance. You will have, or in the agora, in the marketplace, you will have laws or edicts, anything that people wanted to publicly make known, written like this. No punctuation marks, no division between words, and the writing was normally done boustrophodon, and that means that the writing was going that way, and when you got to the end of the stone, you would go that way, and then at the end of the stone, you would again go that way, as boustrophodon, because bous means cow or an ox, and that is the way in which you plow a field. Yes, so you go that way and then you go that way. And this is why the inscriptions were done in this way, which is quite tricky when you want to read something like this and understand what's going on. But it's a great thing because this is what gives us classicist jobs, because we all have different ideas of where one word starts, one word finishes, and we can have different interpretations and have fun between us. So, you know ancient Greek already, and you use lots of ancient Greek in your everyday language. One of the first things that we learn is that alpha and omega are the beginning and the end. And you have this in lots of inscriptions, religious inscriptions, where the Bible that was written originally Greek, the word is, I am the alpha and the omega. I am the beginning and the end, because the alphabet, the Greek alphabet, has alpha as the first letter and omega as the last one. 24 letters that, if you didn't know, are the number of chapters that you have in epic poems like the Iliad and the Odyssey. So the Iliad and the Odyssey are divided into chapters: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, etc. The Iliad is got the chapters like lettered or numbered in capital letters, and the Odyssey, that appears to be a later poem, it's in lowercase letters. So it's quite fun to see how these letters appear also in your books. And if you buy a book in ancient Greek about the Odyssey or the Iliad, it will tell you chapter alpha, chapter beta. You also use it if you have to call, those call lines, and they ask you for your surname, and you have to spell it, especially if you are not English like me, and we have to spell our surnames because they don't know how to spell them. Then we have to use this: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and then you have Alpha and Delta, which actually are two Greek letters, A and G. Yes. If you are an alpha male, that means that you are like very important, because you are the prime, you are the primordial alpha male, the most important one, because you are the first one, you are the first letter of the alphabet. And this is all good and lovely, but these are all some letters. So it's just like letters. So we don't speak Greek, we speak English, right? And that's what you think, but actually you speak more Greek than you think. So if you say something like, I like that aroma. Aroma is a Greek word. It's exactly like that, aroma. and that means like spice or flavor. Or if have some colleague who is a bit of you say, oh, she has an ego. An ego is the first person of pronoun. So ego means I, and that is why you have the word egotistic. So this is literally ego in Greek. Or if somebody does something nice for you and you say, oh, you're an angel, thank you very much, you're an angel. That is another Greek word. Angel, angelos, is the Greek word for messenger, because the angel is a messenger. Yes. We hate politics. Everybody hates politics. And you hate politics, but you live in a polis and you are a politicon, so on, politicon, as Aristotle used to say, you are a political animal. And polis is a city. So you live in the city, and the politics has to do with life, social life in the city. I have a problem. Oh my God, I have a problem. And every problem that we have is, again, another Greek word. And if you do Spanish, you will notice that the word problem is masculine. And that is a problem for all Spanish speakers because they all go, and you will hear this in movies, no problemo, because they think that el problemo should be problemo. But actually, because problema is a Greek word that is a neuter in Greek, it changed into masculine when it came to Romance languages. The problema is blema, so to see something. So you are actually kind of seeing before. So you are kind of pre-seeing what you're going to have. So this is the problema. You are seeing kind of in anticipation. It's quite funny. I am rubbish at mathematics, and I am rubbish at mathematics. Mathematics come from the word mathetes, that means to learn. Is an apprentice, is somebody who is learning, a student. Are you going to the gym? So if you go to the gym, again, you are going to something that is in ancient Greek. You are not going to the gym as the ancient Greeks would have gone, because gym comes from gymnos, that means naked, because ancient Greek people used to go exercising naked, which
Lost your picture.
You don't do in your daily life. If you want to ride your bicycle, then you have a word there in Greek that is kyklos. Kyklos is the word that you also have in the Cyclops. Kyklos is a round thing. It's not a wheel. It's not an eye. So the Cyclops is not a one-eyed creature, but it's a round-eyed creature. Yes, and the bicycle has two round things. When you say this is a mystery, again, you are using Greek, because mysterion was an ancient rite or a secret rite. So mystery means secret. And one of the words that we have, two words that we have used so much this year are climate and crisis. Especially if you live in England, we are always talking about the cost of living crisis that we are all enduring at the moment. And crisis, is another word that means change or opportunity or debate, discord. So it's a word that I really, really love, because it means that there is the possibility to go better or go worse, is change, yes? And climate is talking about the weather, so the climate. And it's exactly a word that we use still in Greek, yes? So you speak more Greek than you think, but you don't write Greek, do you? You definitely don't write Greek. Or do you? You actually do. You do. And this is like, for me, this is like a picture that I have in my nightmares because I do not like math or physics. I am terrible at those. That's why I did languages. But you do use Greek letters in lots of sciences, physics, chemistry,
Why
math.
is it so bad?
Is it bad? Sorry, can you hear? No? Jacqueline, are you the one? No. So if you see some of these letters, you use them for trigonometry, you use them for math, and you have the most renowned Greek letter that you can have, that is P, 3.145 something, yes, or 15 something. And these letters, you use them in your everyday life if you want. So this is the Greek alphabet, and we are going to have a look at some of the letters. As you can see, you have the letter in capital letter form, in lowercase form. Then you have the name, how you say it in English, and then you have the name of the letter in ancient Greek. So one thing to notice about this alphabet is that ancient Greek has seven vowels. So you will have alpha, epsilon, iota, omicron, and epsilon, which are the 5 vowels that normally kind of were passed on to the other modern languages, a, e, I, o, u. However, Greek has 2 extra ones. So epsilon and omicron are short vowels, e, o, whereas eta and omega are long vowels. So you have e, and o. Yes, and that is why we have these 7 vowels in the alphabet. So if you can access the chat, can you tell me if you use any of these letters, or you know any of these letters in other areas that are not languages? Have you used any of these when you were at school? You use them for anything? P, yes, I know. Yes, any others? Besides the obvious Omicron, yeah. Yes. And again, Omicron and Omega is little o and big O, because micros is small and mega is big. And that's where you have a megaphone and microscope. Mu for friction. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that one. What about sigma? Have you used sigma in math? Probably. In geometry, yes. And math classes at school, yes. Of an Excel spreadsheet. Oh, yes, it's a symbol of an Excel. That's another thing I do there, like Excel. Yes, to add things, science. Excellent, yeah. And this is while you were all on house names with the big excellent, yeah. Fraternities and sororities, yes, that's true. In the US, yes. That's the word, the book, A Brave New World, yeah. U in French is the Greek I, yes, is the upsilon, yes. Excellent, brilliant. So you do use more Greek than you think. And this is, so I'm just going to quickly read the names of the letters because that's another thing. So there are differences in how we read things in Greek because we have different ideas of how ancient Greek sounded. So you have a classical pronunciation and you then have kind of more modern pronunciation. So Greek people normally use the modern pronunciation and talk about ita and theta instead of eta and theta. Whereas the classical pronunciation, it's kind of that's the pronunciation I use, is making every sound quite a bit different. And this is the pronunciation that normally is used in Germany and in Latin countries like Italy, Spain, and Latin America. So we have alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, psi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, epsilon, pi, chi, phi, and omega. Yes, and those classicists who are quite extreme, they pronounce p and he as plosive letters because actually it wasn't phi and he, but you will see that like Hispanic people pronounce phi and he as an f and a h sound, whereas in classical pronunciation it's more like a plosive, so it's a p and a t. Yeah. So these letters are the letters of the alphabet. So this is also good. And we have some letters, we have some words, but you can't possibly read Greek, can you? So we are going to try to make you read some Greek. First, we are going to do some transliteration, and then we are going to go to Greek words. So you have the alphabet there. Can you see the alphabet? And I have written a name that is not a Greek name, and I have given you a clue. So guess who? Who is this character or person? And if you can put it in the chat, who is this character? Yes, it's Harry Potter. So what you have there, and as you can see, there is no H at the beginning. Harry Potter, well done. What you have there is one of the characteristics also of ancient Greek. and that is called a breathing. So you have like a little comma next to the alpha. And that breathing appears in the first letter, but it has to be a vowel of a word. So if the word has a soft breathing or a smooth breathing, that means that you don't change the sound of the vowel. So if the breathing was the other way around, then I would say Harry Potter. But because this is a rough breathing, so the breathing is the other way, this is pronounced as an aspiration. It's like, so that's why it's called a rough breathing. So it's Harry Potter, like Voldemort would say, like that. Yes, so it's a ha sound. So let's have a look and the next one. Can you guess who this character is or person? Yes, Messi, because I'm Argentinian, so this is one of my favorite characters. Yes, Lionel Messi or Lionel Messi. Uh, yeah, they are constant. Yes. So let's see the next one. Oops, sorry, that one. Who is the character or person?
Athena.
Yes, Athena. And this is the thing. So in ancient Greek, we would say Athena, whereas in modern Greek, it's called Athena. Yes, so with an I, So lots of there has been a palatalization of lots of the vowels. What about this one? Yes, Usain Bolt, which actually it would be like Usain Bolt, but yes, perfect. And I didn't have a way of putting the soft breathing because there is no way of putting a soft breathing on top of an epsilon because the epsilon, there are two letters, epsilon and rho, they always have a rough breathing. They are the first letter of a word. So there is no Usain Bolt, it's going to be always Usain Bolt. Yeah, exactly. Yes, well done. So, can you spell your own name with Greek letters? So this would be my name in Greek letters because there is no C in Greek. So the C would be a K, a kappa. So it's Florentia. So if you have the alphabet, I cannot see what you're writing, but if you don't have a complicated name, probably you can spell it in Greek letters. Some names are going to be more complicated, especially if you have an H. But if you have an H at the beginning, it's going to be a rough breathing. Some letters like J's are a bit difficult because there is no J in ancient Greek. So you could spell it maybe with like C, but no, pa, yes. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so Ruth you without. What is it, Ruth? Yeah. And one letter that is always confusing is Rho, capital letter Rho, because it looks like a P. So everybody thinks that this is actually a P, but it's not. It's an R. Brilliant. So what we're going to do now, because obviously I can't see. If we were in real life, I would kind of see your lovely writings, but I can't. And I think I couldn't add a PDF with the alphabet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to send something to Jonathan so he can put it in there. And if you want to download it and some exercises for writing, then you can do it as well. So these are real ancient Greek words. And I want to see whether you can read them. So now that you have the alphabet, you can maybe, Alex, yes. So Alex, the kappa and sigma are actually one letter in Greek, and that is the Xi letter. So it's just 3 lines in capital letters. And it's Xi. You already have that sound as well. And Annie, yeah. Yeah, brilliant. So what's the first word that you have in there? Oh, wow. Perfect. Brilliant. Aroma. So, and as you can see, there is an accent. So in ancient Greek, you, apart from having some breathings, you also have accents. And these accents, we cannot reproduce really the way in which accents were pronounced in ancient Greek, but it is believed that they were tonal accents. So what would happen is that the voice of the speaker would raise, I think it's an octave, when the accent was acute, like this one, like aroma, and would go down when the accent was the other way. Whereas the circumflex accent, which is like a little hat, that would only go on long vowels or diphthongs, because the idea was that the voice of the speaker would go up and down in the same vowel. So something like more like singing. So you would say something like soma instead of soma, because our accents in modern languages normally are strength accents. So we just pronounce the syllable that we have with the accent with more force. So I would say aroma, angelos, ego, gymnasion, crisis, mathematica, politica, and that's how we pronounce them now. But in ancient Greek times, in 5th century BC, the pronunciation of the accent was a tonal kind of accent. So it was like more like a sang thing, a singing thing. So the other thing that I wanted to show you. Oops.
Aroma.
So at the moment, sorry. If you can see that, there are lots of words that you also know that come from ancient Greek, like philosophy. So if you're a philosopher or you like philosophy, that is because you have a love wisdom. Sophia is wisdom, and phileo is love. So what about this? If you are now a philologos, what are you? Love science? No, not particularly. Someone who loves text? Yes.
Language.
Yes, language. Someone who loves knowledge? Yes, yes. Because logos, the first like meaning of the word logos is word, or that word means also speech and thought, and by consequence knowledge and language as well. So a philologos, and that's the word you have in philology and philologists, is somebody who loves words, loves languages, and we are all here because we do love words and languages. So we have a couple of minutes. Oh, sorry, there is a question. One line would be from left to right, and the next one from right to left. Martina, yes, Martina. Yeah. Oh, well, we were talking about the Strophenon writing. Yes. So the first line would go written like this, and then you get writing all the words, every letter kind of going that way. So that's how you would read each line. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I didn't see the question and answer box. But I wanted to show you some other Greek words and see if you can guess what they are. So this is one of my favorite words. And this one has a circumflex. So this word, can you read it? Can you see what it means? What it says?
Demos. Demos.
Yes, the word is demos.
Oh, demos.
Yeah, it's a long eta, and you have a circumflex there. And probably this would be something like demos or something like that. There are lots of classicists who have done readings trying to recreate this, and it is absolutely hilarious. So if you can get hold of one of those readings, it's actually really, really fun to hear. And you can follow the text, and the pronunciation is quite interesting. And they go, especially English people, they love to go like and things. It's quite extreme. So can you think of any word that has this in modern languages? Demos. Any words that have demos in them?
Democracy.
Yes, democracy, demography, yes. So democracy and demography, yes, have the word demos, because demos was people. It's not people as in conglomeration of people, it's people as in a town, yes? And democracy, democratos, is the power of the people. Well, in theory, yes? So the demonstration, no, demonstration is a word that comes from Latin, not from Greek. It comes from monstrare, which is to show. Pandemic, yes, pandemic. A pandemic, which is what we recently have, is a pan, everything. Demos is for everybody, yes, but it's got also from the word for disease. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to show you another one, and this one is quite easy. Well, maybe. Oh, sorry, I'm going to show you the alphabet again so that you can see. Not K, but a zeta. So it's not son, it's zone, zone. And there are lots of zone in lots of very big cities where you can go to the zoo because zone is animal. So zone, we humans are zone politikon. We are political animals. And this is the word that you have in zoology. So zoology is the study of animals as well. And this one is quite relevant nowadays. Yeah, protozoa, yes. Yes, so what is a xenos? You have this word in xenophobe. What is a xenos? It's a stranger, yes. A xenos is a stranger, it's a foreigner. So a xenos is a person that the other, exactly, that it is not you. It is somebody who is outside of your little group, yes. And the xenos it's a really interesting word in ancient Greek. So there was Zeus, the king of all gods. There is a Zeus that is protector of xenos. So the Zeus xenoi is the protector of the foreigners, because somebody who xenophobia, yes, somebody who is an outsider that comes to your village or to your town has to be protected because they are very vulnerable when they come to you. So there was a whole thing about protecting the foreigners. And in the epic, the Odyssey, this is one of the central topics that you have, one of the central themes. So Odysseus, every time that he arrives to an unknown land, he doesn't know what is going to happen to him because he doesn't know if these people that he is going to be meeting are respectful of these laws, these unwritten laws about xenos, that you have to be kind to foreigners. Yes, and this is what we should all be doing with all our foreigners, especially in these difficult times that we are living now. Okay, and my last word before you all go, well, actually two. Yeah. So it's this one. Foreigners would not normally be subject to the same punishment. That's true, yes. So what is this? Ge, exactly. Ge, ge or gea. So ge is the word that you have in geography or geology as well, because ge is the earth. Yes, yes, geography, exactly. So this is also was a divinity, was Gaia and Uranus, who are the heaven and earth. And my final one is going to be, because I don't want to finish with war, we're going to finish with this.
Oh, oikos.
Oikos. Yeah, what is an oikos? Oikos. So you have oikos. And as you can see, this is a diphthong, and that is why you have a circumflex there, because this is a long, like a long vowel, it's a diphthong. So it's long and can hold the circumflex. So you can go oikos. Yes. And what you have there also is a smooth breathing, and that means that you don't change the sounds of the vowels. You have oikos. What is oikos? Yes, is the one that you have in economy. Yes. And there's another one, ecology. So oikos is the household, the house. And the word that you have in economy, so economy is the rules of the house. And in Spanish, I don't know if in English, we have a word that it was female to start with, that was economa. It was the woman who was kind of the one organizing the house because it was a job for women, which should. So I hope that you have enjoyed this. It's very short. It's a very short introduction to ancient Greek, but I wanted to show you some of the letters, some of the words, some of the concepts. It is an amazingly brilliant, interesting language, and I hope that you can carry on studying. There are lots of resources online for learning ancient Greek, and there are lots of also texts online that you can download, with the proper Plato, Aristotle, Homer. Oh, great, thank you. And if you are going to be teaching this to children, or you want to kind of have some materials or things, send me an email and I can direct you into some websites that have lots and lots of things to do, and games and songs and things that you can do with ancient Greek. In Italian, we have the word economo, yes, which is the United States. Yes, exactly. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Sorry that this is so short and so rushed, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. I will be doing a Latin one in a bit. So if you want to change ancient language, I need to learn Sanskrit, so I can do that one as well. But I haven't. But yes, thank you so much, and hi Dete. Oh, thank you. And I will see you soon. Bye. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you. Oh.